Hi guys, welcome to another episode of baking. This Valentine's I've got the cutest dessert recipe for you all. This heart-filled chocolate cake is super fun to make and even more fun to eat. So let's get started. To begin with, we will start with the making of heart which will go inside our cake. For this, I'll sift the dry ingredients first. Add half a cup or 70 grams of all-purpose flour, that is Maida, half a teaspoon of baking powder and 1/3 teaspoon of baking soda. Sift them nicely. Keep this aside and let's mix our wet ingredients together. For this, add 2 tablespoons of curd, 2 tablespoons of non-flavor oil, 1/4 cup or 35 grams of sugar and half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Give this a good mix and add dry ingredients into it and gently fold them together until just combined. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of warm milk if required. Also, to color our hearts, I am adding 1 to 2 drops of red gel food color. I am also adding another tablespoon of milk to get the proper consistency. If this is done, transfer this to a tray or a baking tin and spread it evenly. Since the quantity of the batter is less here, it will need less time to cook, so we will bake this at 180 degrees centigrade in a preheated oven for just 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. You can also bake this in KADHAI, for which I have given instructions in the description box below. This is out of the oven now and baked perfectly. I cooled it for 20 to 25 minutes outside and now I'll cut out the hearts using handmade cookie cutter. I made these cutters at home. If you want to know how I made it, do comment below. We will put this in the fridge for about 1 to 2 hours so that they become firm and stiff, because we don't want them to become soggy when we add it to the chocolate batter. Let's make our chocolate batter. First, I add 1 teaspoon of coffee powder to half a cup of warm water. Mix it and keep it aside. To a bowl, add 1/3 cup or 45 grams of curd, 1/4 cup or 35 grams of oil, half a cup or 70 grams of sugar. Pour the coffee mixture and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now whisk them together very well. Remember, the sugar should melt completely and the oil should combine really well with the other ingredients in it. Now it's time for the dry ingredients. I am adding 1 cup or 140 grams of all-purpose flour, that is Maida, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Sift them very well to incorporate good amount of air into it. Stir this again using a spoon and now add half of the mixture to the wet ingredients and fold it gently. Once it is done, add the remaining half of the mixture and combine them really well. Add 2 tablespoons of milk to bring them together. If required, add more 2 tablespoons of milk to bring this to a proper flowy consistency. Remember not to overmix the batter, otherwise the cake would become very dense and might not bake properly. I will pour very little batter into the baking tin that I have lined previously with the butter paper and greased with oil. Spread it very evenly on each sides. Now very gently put the hearts one by one into the baking tin. This is the most crucial part. Do not overpress the hearts, otherwise you might end up breaking one of them. Now pour the remaining batter on top of it very slowly such that the heart remains in its place. Don't worry if they pop up while you add the batter. When the cake will rise, it will hide it inside. Bake this for 180 degrees centigrade for 40 to 45 minutes. Our cake is out of the oven and looks perfect. Let it cool for 15 to 20 minutes outside and then scrape the sides of the pan to unmold it. Now one final element to this. I have melted some dark chocolate. You can use compound also. Put this on top of the cake to make it more chocolatey. To know all the products that I've used in this recipe, do check the description box below. Go make this amazingly decadent cake for your loved ones this Valentine's. I'll see you guys next week. Till then, keep baking and smile. Ta-da!